to the Hypergamous Journey. My name is Denise. At this channel, we discuss dating advice for mature women, mature in age and in mindset. I want to discuss Paula Patton. Paula Patton, she is a mixed woman. You can tell she's mixed. So her dad is black and her mom is white. And I think she has a brother. I think it's just two of them, her and her brother. It could be more, but I did a superficial dive on her and saw, pictures of her with her and her family when she was a little girl, and I went to her Instagram page. So she did an interview with BET. And I think it was a written interview. I read the interview online, and I'm not sure. And then I went to her Instagram page to see if she had a picture or some kind of written statement about her new love. Remember, she was married to Robin Thicke. I heard he had multiple affairs within their 7-year marriage. And toward the end, she got pregnant with her son, who is now 15. So I think when she got divorced, her son was between 5 and 7. And so she was online saying that she's been sober for 7 years, I believe. Not sure what her addiction was. I'm thinking maybe alcohol or drugs or whatever. And so she's clean now, so that's great. But for about a year, she's been dating an East Indian man, a man who looks like he's from India. I think he is a sportscaster or something like that. I'm not really sure. But what caught my attention, and I'll put the link to the BET article in the description. But we're talking about a woman who is broadcasting to the world that she is in love with a man and their relationship is 1 year old. And so I went to his Instagram to see if he said anything about her. And from what I can tell, there's nothing. Just pictures of him, and maybe some family members. But I don't see any pictures of him and Paula on his Instagram page. Now, granted, I did a superficial dive, so I didn't really go deep and everything. And if there are pictures on his page or other social media with Paula, then great. My point specifically to them is mute. I'm making a mute point. But if there really are no declarations from him about his love for Paula, then my point stands. And it can be taken for anyone, whether they're a celebrity or not. Do not claim men before they claim you, either in your meeting your family or on social media. And the same thing happened with Lupita Nyong'o when she was dating Salima Masakela. There was nothing about her on his page, but on her page there was everything about them as a couple, and then they broke up. And she didn't say exactly what it was, but she was like saying that she was deceived and things were not as it appeared. So I'm thinking he probably had someone else, or he was just cheating with multiple women, who knows. So there goes Paula doing the same thing. And I'm like, what is wrong with these women, celebrity or otherwise, that are doing this, about claiming these men as their forever love and you're the best thing that ever happened to me, blah, blah, blah. And they're saying none of those things about them. None of those things. He's not claiming that she's the best love of his life and all of that kind of stuff. And when I met you, my world opened and things of that nature. That's the way we are when we are romantic. We just wired that way. And also, these women are sleeping with these men. And that's why they feel that way. I feel. That is why they feel the way that they do about this man, because of you, my world better person because of you, this, that, and the other. It's like, well, maybe it's your relationship with God, because when you get sober, you usually go through some rehab. And if you've done, Celebrity Alcoholics Anonymous or Narcotics Anonymous, then maybe you do a celebrity version of that. They really talk about the 12 steps in your relationship with God. So, but I feel like the oxytocin and the dopamine and all these other feel-good hormones that happen when a woman has intimate relations with a man, that's why they feel the way that they do about them. And it's okay to feel that way about a man if you are not sleeping with him. But when you're sleeping with him and you feel that way, it's exaggerated. We put the man on a pedestal when really he's coming to our lives either to marry us or he's just passing through to help us learn lessons about life, about ourselves, and what we need to work on, what is good about ourselves, and what we need to work on, where our areas of weakness are, areas of weakness are, and what we need to work on to be a better person, to be a better communicator, to be a better mother, to be a better person just overall. And we get confused. We get confused about whose job it is and giving too much praise to the other person and idolizing men. Idolizing the man who is in our lives. Whereas men are very clear that if you are not his wife, he is not idolizing you. He is not going online saying you're the best thing that happened to me. Now, even Chili kind of tempers her remarks about Matthew. I think that's his name, the white dude that she's dating. And he says good things about her, so as well. So I'm not even sure who said what first. Like, did she come out first about their relationship, or did he come out first? And it's always better when the man comes out first, because then you kind of know where you stand in the relationship, even if you're not looking for marriage. And so you can take this down to regular, smegular people like you and I don't bring men to meet my family. I say, for what? I'm a grown woman. I'm a good and grown woman, 64, and I decide who I'm going to have a relationship with. So my family has not met any man that I was seriously involved with. It's especially not here lately. But my family's never met anybody, and I say, why do they need to meet anyone unless he's proposed? And then they can get to meet him and give me their opinion, but I still make my own decisions. And even though the man may introduce me to members of his family, it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything. It's like, so what? I met your family. So what? I met your mother, father, sister, brother, your children, the aunties, the cousins. It means nothing. Because as far as I'm concerned, you do this with every woman that you like or really like. You do it with everyone. So it doesn't make me feel special. When you propose, then I know that I'm special. When you put in the time and the effort leading up to the proposal, then I'll know I'm special. feel like the introduction should be made when he's talking about either y'all talk about marriage or y'all talk about moving in together because you want to be in a relationship. That's me. I feel like you'll save yourself a whole bunch of heartache. You won't